Hello and welcome to a new session on practical living with Bhagwad Geeta. आत्मा नमस्ते जय श्री कृष्णा सबको. आज का टॉपिक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है. Let me just first read it out and then we shall discuss it a little bit further. So our discussion topic today is about the Gita teaches us that we should focus on our actions rooted in dharma and detached from greed or fear. Financial crises, though painful, are not just economic failures, they're also moral and spiritual wake-up calls. Let's see how the failure in the material world is connected to our actions. Let's drive away all illusions and force individual societies to reflect on what truly matters. So, Bhagavad Gita is not as simple as this statement. It's much more complex. Krishna never says that one way is right or one way is wrong. Okay, there is multiple right ways and multiple wrong ways to anything in life. So very simple there. Now, what happens or what should you do with actions? So every action of yours must have three requirements. It must be good for society. It must be good for family. It must be good for self. Why does Krishna say that? Is because whenever you're not motivated to work for the world, you'll work for the family. When you're not motivated to work for the family, you'll work for yourself. When you're not motivated to work for yourself, you'll work for the family and for the world. So every time there is some kind of motivation to always act. There is also feeling that Krishna says that you don't have control or you have no right over your results. Actually, that's not true. Krishna doesn't say they should not have goals. You should definitely have goals. In fact, the multiple times it is said, when you put in a mango seed, you will get a mango tree. When you put in an apple seed, you will get an apple tree. So you will definitely get it. Now, what happens is if you fail, do you give up? No, you don't give up because there is something that you must learn about your action that you did not do accurately for the result not to be exactly what you thought it should be. So a farmer, when he, again, I'm going to the trees and the crops, when the crop fails, that's because the farmer didn't do the process completely or didn't understand the process completely. So when they try the second time around, this time around, they should understand the process much better. And they will then eventually definitely get the crop they desire. It's when there is a mismatch in the process is when you start seeing an issue with this. Okay. The other aspect is if we're doing what we're doing and you completely focused only on that, we miss out on the world. How is that? So let's say you work in a company. You are a father or a mother. You are a son. You are a husband or a wife, son or a daughter. Okay. When you wake up in the morning, you're waking up as the gender or the person you are. Step one, you must give full attention to that person who you are. Now, step two, when you get out of the house, you are part of society. You must abide by the rules of society to get to work on time. You must allow people to move, not cause any accidents. That becomes your dharma. Once you get to work, your dharma is to do the best you can at work, be kind to the people around you. When you get back home, work is done. Now you are a family person. When you're a family person, you're with the family. You do work around the family. You do work for your house that you've built. You make sure your furniture is clean. You do multiple things. So every single moment, you have a different dharma you're playing. And you must give equal and complete importance to each of the dharmas. That is extremely important for you to remain happy. If you miss out on any of the dharmas and you don't give importance to it, subconsciously you will realize that you're missing something in your life or something is not happening. Something feels inaccurate. And that is only and only because you are missing out on the dharma you were supposed to be playing. So while you are in action, give complete attention to it. Remember, society, family, self, all three goals must be fulfilled. What is your goal when you wake up in the morning? Just to wake up happy, energetic. What do you need to do for that? You eat the right kind of food before you sleep. You have the right kind of conversations before you sleep. You sleep very well. You have a nice bed. You have a nice pillow. You're comfortable. You sleep in the most comfortable manner. And of course, you leave out all the tensions and worries of the day before. That's your dharma before you sleep, so that your dharma of when you wake up should be happy can be fulfilled. Once you're up and happy, then that happiness has to percolate everywhere. Spread it to society, spread it to family, spread it to self, and move every action with that joy. So now remember what we spoke about. One ingredient gone wrong when you are trying to create a crop. What happens? Similarly, the night before, you didn't eat something right, you didn't speak something right, you didn't hear something right, you did not let go of the day, you did not sleep well. Means what? You will not wake up happy the next day. So it's very important to understand that your failures in practical life are stemming from your emotions not being managed by you in your mental life. Let's open up for questions. Any questions on these thoughts? Simple, clear? Yes?
So, Doc, what you're saying is that emotionally, how we feel or emotionally, how we enact, that is something which, I mean, uh, um, based on which we have our physical activities or the next day or that kind of,
Okay, let me
I
ask you a
mean,
question. Do you have something broken at home?
yes,
Do you realize that thing that's broken in your house is subconsciously sitting in your mind all the time till you fix it?
yes,
And do you realize that till you fix it, it's going to be part of all decision making of your life?
yes,
That means you're not making the most optimum decision.
correct.
So, similarly, if you have something sitting from the day before, or you have not eaten something right the day before, or you've not spoken right or not heard right, will sit in your subconscious mind, and every decision will come from there.
So every action and every decision will be based on that particular thought process, which is sitting in our mind somewhere.
Correct. Correct. And
Okay.
God forbid you have more than one thing broken. God forbid
Yeah.
you said two or three bad things or heard two or three bad things, and
Yeah.
things go haywire.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you. So
Okay.
how do we avoid it? I mean, how do we
So for you, stop
kind of
watching horror movies
okay.
because they don't create a balance in life. They create an
I
imbalance.
will try and do that. I will do that. Thank you.
Yes, Manojji.
यार पूछना था कि चौथे अध्याय में 40वां श्लोक में संशयात्मा विनश्यति, ये श्लोक का मतलब उसका मतलब मैंने ऐसा उठाया कि मतलब कि संशय करने वाले को मतलब विनाश पक्का है, तो मतलब हाउ टू बी अवॉइड संशय।
संशय होता क्या है? पहले ये बताओ, आपके लिए क्या होता है संशय का मतलब?
संशय मतलब कुछ भी कृति करने जाने से पहले एकदम डर, एक मन में एक फियर के भाई ये होगा कि नहीं होगा, करूँ कि नहीं करूँ, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड काइंड संशय।
ओके, सो डाउट।
वन, हाँ, वन टाइप ऑफ डाउट।
हम्म, ठीक है।
तो
तो आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है?
तो वही संशय करने वाला उसमें ऐसा दिया है कि भगवत, वही मैं सर्च कर रहा था, स्टडी कर रहा था उस पे
हम्म।
कि संशयात्मा विनश्यति मतलब उसका संशय करने वाले का विनाश पक्का है।
हम्म।
तो मतलब संशय मतलब उसको अवॉइड कैसे करना है सर, मतलब उसका भी तो सब मतलब पता होना चाहिए कि
पहले
मतलब हाउ
प्रैक्टिस
टू बी।
करो। जो 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 चीज करने जा रहे हो उसके बारे में कंफर्टेबली सोचो। मेक श्योर आपने सारे के सारे जो एवेन्यूज हैं उनको कवर कर लिया, आपने उसको अपने अपने एबिलिटी से जितना समझ सकते थे उतना समझ लिया है, और फिर आगे बढ़ जाओ।
पर
क्योंकि
परिस्थिति
अगर
सर विपरीत
आप
हो।
प्रिपेयर्ड हो, इफ यू आर प्रिपेयर्ड, आपको डाउट आएगा ही नहीं, है चांस ही नहीं।
ओके। पर सर एवरी सिचुएशन इज मतलब आपके विपरीत है मतलब, और आपको पता है कि वो करेंगे तो जीवन में आप आगे बढ़ोगे, तो फिर क्या करना है सर?
मैं समझा नहीं, एग्जाम्पल दीजिए।
मतलब एग्जाम्पल सर, मेरे को कुछ कोर्स करना है,
हम्म।
एनी, तो अभी उसमें परिस्थिति ऐसी आ रही है कि सर मैं कर नहीं पा रहा हूँ, और मेरे को करना है, और सिचुएशन एंड
क्यों
सरकमस्टेंस
नहीं कर
आर
पा रहे?
द, सॉरी
क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे?
सर, बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ मनी एंड बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी है।
ठीक है, आपको एक कोर्स करना है, आप वो नहीं कर पा रहे क्योंकि लैक ऑफ मनी। उस कोर्स के बाद, कोर्स को करने से क्या होगा?
चेंज माई लाइफ।
हाउ विल चेंज योर लाइफ?
कोर्सेस लाइक दैट ना, दैट्स व्हाई।
एग्जैक्टली, बट हाउ विल चेंज योर लाइफ?
मतलब वो कोर्स के बाद चेंज होगा, ऐसा मुझे ऐसा फील होता है।
तो
आई कैन
अगर
फील इट।
एकलव्य ने भी ये सोचा होता तो कभी अच्छा धनुर्धर बनता ही नहीं।
सॉरी सर।
एकलव्य को द्रोणाचार्य ने मना कर दिया कि भैया तुम्हें तो सिखाऊंगा नहीं, तो वो तो फिर कभी अच्छा धनुर्धारी बनता नहीं। अगर
हम्म।
एकलव्य आपके साथ सोचता कि मेरे पास अभी पैसे नहीं है, गुरुजी नहीं है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं तो कर ही नहीं
तो सर
सकता।
मतलब, तो सर आपका डीप में अगर मैं सोचूं तो मतलब मेरे को एकलव्य बनना पड़ेगा, मतलब मेरे को खुद से प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी, दैट इज थिंग।
यस, यस, यस।
मतलब
When there is a
आई एम
will, when there
मतलब
is a
सर
will,
आई एम, नहीं आई एम माई गुरु, ऐसा मैं बोल सकता हूँ।
of course you are always your guru. Your soul is you. You are your soul. Your soul is your guru.
ओके।
हम सब तो प्लेयर्स हैं, गुरु तो आप ही हो।
ओके सर, लॉट्स ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
वेलकम। कूल। तो आंखें बंद कीजिए, and three deep breaths with the sound of Krishna in your mind. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be blessed.
Thank you, Doc.